Previously on Poker After Dark, the cash game.
Too many professionals here.
That's what I say.
I fold. I fold.
Dur's got like 7-9 or something. Show it, Dur.
Show it, Dur.
Dur.
Show 4-5.
Show it, Dur.
7.
Good call. Tony, that makes such a weak raise,
all right.
though. I mean, it's
So bad.
you really are.
It all began with a raise before the flop, then a re-raise, a few folds, then a call. Jack 4-10 with 2 hearts hit the flop. Checked, bet, and call. The ace of hearts hits the turn. Bet, and a big raise. Now the real game begins.
Doyle just double-checked his hole cards. Doesn't look like he has a flush.
Chris is showing a lot of strength. He might have a marginal hand.
What's taking so long? Let's go.
Wow, Doyle's doing a lot of talking over there. This could be a bluff.
You make the flush, Doyle?
Chris is fishing for information. He must have 2 pairs.
I think you got me.
That's poker, folks.
Welcome to NBC's Poker After Dark. I'm Leanne Tweeden. Poker is a game with a lot of characters and a lot of good nicknames. Our cash game this week features a few of them. Tom Durdwan, Kenny Sick Called Tran, Phil the Unabomber Locke, Antonio the Magician Esfandiari, Phil the Poker Brad Helmuth, and Bob Safai, a successful businessman who needs a nickname ASAP. Let's get the cards in the air.
Voice notes, they already do that. We got it the first time you clarified yourself.
$2 and $400 blind, no limit hold'em with a $100 ante. Phil Hellmuth, the big winner thus far, up over 77,000. Phil Locke ahead about 11,000. He puts in a raise with the working man's hand, 9-5.
Dude, the best. 14, he bet?
Oh. Get him, Helmuth.
Bob Safai and Kenny Tran
I would like to call.
about even.
Phil
I like that way he said, Mr. Helmuth in the hand, I would like to call.
Antonio's down about 100 grand.
Holy cow.
Is that Kenny Tran?
That's a hold'em flop.
Yes.
Aces for Hellmuth.
There's one time today I had Queen 10 o'clock at once.
Raise 3,000.
I figured that's what you were
I
implying.
just don't want to have another situation where I'm on the couch bluffing off 50,000. So I got to fold, right? Otherwise I can only lose a ton.
Nice bluff.
The only way I can do...
I know.
Oh.
Bluff. I had at least an ace to do it.
It is possible. Did you ante,
I
Dur?
threw 400 in the middle, I think.
Did you ante yet? That's the question, Dur.
thought-
He would be right if you didn't ante.
I know what you're
I
saying.
think I
I
put too much
thought it was my
money in
big
somewhere.
blind. He took 100 and gave me 300 back. I follow. It's just that these guys are confusing me. They're being, you know, obstreperous, and it's...
Here, oh, here we come.
Dur is back. He's done with his phone calls and boys and girls, and he's back.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Dur is back.
Dur is
Boy, did this game
back.
miss Dur, man. He came back in the
Dur,
first
you're
hand.
the best.
Raised it.
And guess who?
Guess who's in there with Dur?
No, one time.
Mr.
One time, you can fold.
I think his arm is covered.
Come on, man.
32. It's 32.
Stop.
His arch nemesis,
Stop.
the guy who plays every pot with Dur.
I want to check fold the flop.
He wants to check fold the flop.
Good luck, boys.
Good luck.
Maybe I'll just open fold.
Give me my hand back.
Just overfold.
Okay.
5.
5,000.
Dur flops an open-ended straight. He checks to Bob Safai, who bets 5,000.
Where's?
It was 5,000 and
Yes,
How much did you raise?
11,000.
I said
more.
raise.
11-7.
It's 11,700 more.
I guess it was kind of strength, sorry.
That's what I'm saying. The point
It's
of
fine.
it is this is what
He said raise
It's
when
up
he
to
put
you,
it out.
Bob.
It
That's
wasn't
not
even
enough
half
to
the
raise, so
it's not enough to raise,
it's
so he has to break
11-7.
through it.
Hold on,
This isn't 2.5.
Wait, Phil. there's nothing wrong, Bob. Bob, accept the action. Let's go.
I don't understand what just happened.
No, what happened is you put... No. What happened is you put out 7...
I said raise as I was throwing it out.
You put all the thing, and you put
and
it
only
out.
threw out that and then grabbed this.
He did this. This is exactly what he did. He put all
It's
this
always
out.
a raise. It's just a matter of how much.
Raise.
It's either
And now
10,000 or
not
17
It's
or
not
16,700.
enough, right?
It's up to you.
So because it has to be 5,000.
So 10,000's the raise?
It's either 10,000 total or 16,700 total.
Hey, man,
Correct.
you 10,000
total.
Let's go.
10,000. Okay, pull that back.
10,000 total.
Nope.
There you go.
Apparently you got a huge hand now all of a sudden.
10.
Your check fold is gone now.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, whatever. You guys are doing your thing. Enjoy yourselves. Godspeed to both of you.
Bingo.
What's the number?
18,700.
Safai quickly and casually calling $18,700. Earlier in this cash game, Durr pulled off a huge bluff against Safai heads up, and that could be weighing on him right now. $66,000 out there.
I'm all in.
And Durr moves all in. Enough to cover Bob Safai's $64,900. Safai lays it down.
The King 7 space. Bob?
Ace King good.
Last time Duan moved all in on the end against Safai, he was bluffing. Not this time.
And then say I'm going to check.
I'll tell you why that happened, guys. He had the green tea.
You heard me.
I didn't hear what he said. I swear.
And then say I'm going to check fold.
Oh.
The green tea. They're putting you in line, right?
I'll say this. I was actually planning on check folding a bunch of flops. That was not one of them. Sorry about the bet size misplay thing.
Sorry about the what?
The
bet
flop.
size error where he...
Don't worry about it. Why don't you just tell him to stick it in your ear? You know it's going to come.
The young...
That's a good response.
Well, I was going to use another part of your anatomy, but I thought it was on TV, so.
At one point, Tom Duan was a regular old Boston University student, but now he's become one of the most feared players in all of poker.
You're a regular Persian Obama. You care about the people.
I care about the people, you know?
Look, the bottom line is, if they just turned all the cameras on you and left, they'd get a show. You're good enough. Yeah.
That's why it's bash on Phil Hellmuth. Which, by the way, why are we not bashing on Phil Hellmuth more?
Huh? He's such an easy mark. That's why we feel bad for him. You know? What can we say? If it was a tough mark,
I feel like we should be doing more bashing.
Oh, I just feel bad bashing my Hellmuth.
During Safai.
How can I bash
Safai, probably irritated about the last pot, raises it up with Jack Deuce suited, and his nemesis picks up pocket queens.
It's always these two
It's
guys.
just a matter of when. It's not if. It's when. Check it.
Duan slow playing top set here, hoping Safai makes a move. To Bob's credit, he's not letting his frustration get the best of him post-flop. Gets away from the jack high. Another pot over to Durr.
Send voice notes?
You can do that with your BlackBerry.
The young gun is taking the game by storm. Back to the Golden Nugget in a moment. Welcome back for more of the cash game on Poker After Dark. With that pot, Tom Duan has officially gone from being stuck over $110,000 at low point to being ahead over 50 now.
What Hellmuth thinks you're...
Not me. Don't do it with me. It's got to be with Kenny.
Or
Bob. It's got to be Bob, because they had that, like, flush thing happen that one time.
Yeah.
That flush.
was a
He
doozy.
came back from an hour break. Phil came back from an hour break, played one hand, flopped the 5-high flush against Bob Supplies.
No.
You had a higher flush.
It was a 3-high flush.
3-high flush, and you had like the nuts or something, or king high, whatever.
Any other flush is the nuts, yeah.
Right, and the bottom line is, all the money went in instantly. Phil, just I have a 3-high flush, I can't,
Phil had 3-high flush and Bob had not.
Phil couldn't get like a lot of money in fast enough. How could Supply ever have a higher flush? So we're playing. Oh, after you're done, it's a lot of things. What helmets?
Hellmuth and Safai both with aces up. Antonio with the flush draw.
That's an amazing game, man. You should make a video, or not a video game, I mean a board game out of that.
We were thinking of that, but
I swear to God, I said that.
Come up with a bunch of questions, yeah.
Get Laden's face on it too.
Right. Why not?
I mean, you wouldn't make a lot of money or
It'd be
anything,
fun
but it would just be
project.
awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, split it.
Had a good hand.
I believe you.
It's amazing how often I lie at the end of a hand like that on TV, but that time I wasn't. Although I may have been.
Raise to 5,500. Well, they have like $5 million.
What do you have left there, Bob?
The same amount I had a minute ago, and he asked 56.
Just to look at it.
Is it really that much?
Every day.
Something like that, yeah.
Before you go to sleep.
I only see like 40 something, right?
You want me to count it?
Shot for it.
I'll count it for you, Phil.
That's one in the bank.
No, it's just
Put it in the vault. So I can just walk in and open up my box.
There's
right before I go to bed. That's when I have $5
47.
million in cash.
All right, I'm all in. So taking 4,000 each. I raise all the rest.
I call.
Raise all in and call.
Go.
Eight jacks.
I got an overcard. Go ahead.
Wait,
have to
I
show
want
it?
to insure it. Yeah, I might want to insure it.
Safai insta-calls Hellmuth's
Okay,
all in
Phil,
with
I'm gonna
ace
insure
10.
Like I said, 5% up to 30K. That's the max I can lose. So if you want to insure
Okay,
it.
I'll insure it for the max so I can win 30K.
Okay, for 5%.
You want to give it to me too, Kenny? You owe me 30K, or I owe you 2.5 to 1 divided
What
by
the
that, plus
price of
5%.
Whatever the math
I'm
is.
about a
we'll run it
2.5
through
to
the
1
computer.
favorite.
He'd run the numbers.
We'll run the numbers
We're going to put
later.
it in 2dimes.net. It's a good, safe one.
I'm gonna pass this time.
Here, you want it for another 15?
By the way, this isn't just for the record. This is not being shifted over right now. This is 30 at the end of the night.
36.
Oh, I need to insure it a little bit more here. You're shipping at the
Why
end
are
of
you
the night.
insuring it? You're worth $100 million. You want to get insurance?
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
like
seriously,
it.
what kind of...
Can
Phil,
we deal?
he got
5%
only
juice.
four. He
Just
got
1 second.
Phil. He got only 40,000.
45,000. It's not even
Oh,
worth
okay, so I
insurance.
took it for 30 with him. Okay. All right, go ahead.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So if an ace comes, you lose, right?
The maximum I can lose
Ace.
is 30K.
Ace.
I feel it.
Punish him.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, that's bad
Nothing
for me.
works out.
It's coming on the turn. It's okay. Turn 7, river 7.
7-7.
Yep.
That'd be pure.
I saw no spots on the floor.
One more, no spotters.
So close.
Just one more.
So you win 30?
The max I can win is 30. The max I could lose was 30.
Yeah.
I did it.
You got it.
Okay, so I won something like... I'll figure it out later. But I won something.
So you insure for 30.
The max I could lose was 30. I was getting 5% juice. So you can just do the math in reverse and find out what I won.
Hellmuth Bash Week is turning into Hellmuth Cash Week. We return to the Golden Nugget with more of NBC's Poker After Dark.
Bro, you can't move money off.
Phil Hellmuth is winning over $135,000.
You don't. I don't.
Well, then you guys are taking money off the table.
That's what I'm saying. You can't do it. I said I'm going to pay at the end of the night.
You guys are paying.
That's what I
We'll
said.
pay later.
Esfandiari and Safai, meanwhile, both losing roughly $100,000.
I just want to be like Phil Locke.
Go ahead, take it. Is it on me?
Yep.
All right, Laden thinks.
Yeah, can we do...
I got a good one.
Okay.
2,400.
Fire away.
Yeah,
I
Phil.
really think the two people
I
should
wasn't sure I pulled the ace or not. That's why.
Duan picking on Safai, this time with 10-5 offsuit.
You know what, throw it out there. I might not want to do it.
That's why I say.
Who do you think it's best suited for? You and who?
It didn't.
Okay, Dirk.
It wasn't fair.
Dirk, you and Antonio are doing Laden things.
That's.
And a monster headache from not eating.
Give me 1 second to get the number.
On one bicycle stint. Do you know anything about...
Exercise bike counts.
No, it doesn't. Not the way I'm thinking. It has to be a bicycle that he drove somewhere.
Stationary bikes count.
Because that's the earthy part of the question. Not at the gym or whatever. I'm going with that. Just want you to know that's the answer. Okay, so I'm going with...
Wait, a gym and a bicycle at a gym counts?
No, it has to be traveling.
Bicycle, right,
yeah.
okay.
I'm going not distance, but I'm going time.
Turn gives Kenny Tran a flush draw. He'll bet it. No callers, and he takes the pot.
Okay, I have an answer.
Okay, we got to go for increments of what, like a minute? 5 minutes?
No, way more.
5 minutes? Okay. I'll say over 10 minutes.
I'll say over 40 minutes. Sick net.
By the way, if he stops and like puts his
Phil
foot
already
down,
said it, so we just gotta assume we guessed right what Phil said.
right? So we don't know is basically what we're saying.
How much money do I owe?
Is it my big
Big
blind?
blind, and there's your one.
Phil, can you clarify if he stops and puts his foot down?
What does stop and put his foot down mean?
Like if he stops at a light.
If he stops at a light.
Oh, of course, no, that is included. Like if you're going to your
All right,
grandmother's
I'll
house.
take hour and 5
Where I
minutes.
was from, there's no light.
Hour and 20 minutes.
There's no road. Hour and
No road.
2 hours.
No red light.
2 hours, kid. Let's just stop. Let's get it over with.
2 hours, 10 minutes.
2.5 hours.
And from Vietnam to Ho
2:35.
From Ho Chi Minh to Hanoi is only like
That
half
means
an
I'm
hour
getting close to
drive.
the limit.
I love that jump. 2 hours, 45 minutes.
250.
3 hours, 10 minutes.
You got it.
Okay, I would like to preface this with, I did put a lot of thought into it, and I even considered the fact that he's from Vietnam and probably pedaled around as a kid, but I never thought any destination would be that far. So I went with 40 minutes, because I thought you can get pretty far on a bike.
1,000.
You can get pretty far for 40 minutes.
I know.
What do you really think?
When you're a kid, you don't go from A to B. You just drift around on your bike for 5 hours straight.
1,000.
Didn't you ever do that?
Got 1,000.
Of course, when he's in Vietnam, he's drifting on his bicycle for 5 hours. You put a lot of thought into it. You didn't put any thought into it.
Kinda like when you're
I
stuck
didn't
at
think
sea.
about that.
Destination. He's
Well,
5
that's
years
part
old.
of the riddles of playing Laden Thinks is sometimes the guy that's sitting for Laden will think odd.
Sitting for Laden.
You know?
Pinch hit for Laden.
Pinch it for Laden. I did my best. I didn't consider
What was the number?
40 minutes, I said. He said like a lot of time. How much did you say again?
No, I didn't say a lot of time.
Okay, what is the most?
2 hours or something.
More or less.
He started telling you guys all
Half
this
an
stuff.
hour.
Like, oh,
Kenny said half an hour.
The longest.
I believe it.
Mine's like
Kenny's not going to
6 hours.
pedal all the way. He's going to find some guy to give him a ride.
Because
He's
I was
smart.
in really small town and, you know, don't have a ride. And plus, I walk more than I ride a bike.
Yep.
Duan collects 1,000 from Antonio and an extra 1,000 from Kenny's pocket jacks. We're back with more of Poker After Dark, the cash game. Tom Duan getting the best of this game so far. He's also got the record for getting the best of someone in the NBC Heads Up Poker Championship in the shortest amount of time, after eliminating Phil Hellmuth in just 3 hands.
I'll do the next one. I'm sitting out. I got to buy.
Yeah. How about this?
I want to do this with Kenny or Phil.
Raise 1,300.
Kid has a hand every time I have a hand.
Safai no doubt growing very tired of Tom Duan picking on him.
I don't think.
Safai flops top pair. Dwan doesn't fire the continuation bet.
10.
All right, I lied. Well, I didn't think I was gonna though.
And that's one of very few pots Safai has taken from Dwan.
100 being the best.
So you keep raising it, you're thinking you're going to get me out of the hand? Is that what you're trying to do, Dur?
I had a good hand.
What?
I had a good hand. I might have had the best
0
hand.
to 100.
I don't know. It's close.
What? Who thinks? Well, what?
Phil Hellmuth.
I had a good hand.
Phil Locke's poker abilities. 0 to 100.
I won't give an answer.
He won't give an answer.
It doesn't matter. It's what you think.
Oh, right. That's the best part about modern things. We don't need your answer.
Right, we don't need your answer,
What
punk.
Kenny Tran thinks you think of my answer.
Right.
Oh, okay.
But for this one, I think it's really important, since I'm not playing, you guys just, that Kenny whispered
Well,
to me the
someone
number.
here has
'Cause
to
I don't
think
want,
it.
Wait.
I'll tell you what, I could think it, and you guys could bet on it. I don't care. Or I'll bet. I don't care.
I don't want to bet on it. I want you guys to do your thing. This is
I'll
too
set the
emotional
number.
for me.
Okay, you think of it, me and Kenny are betting.
I like that. Kenny, are you ready to bet with Antonio?
0 to
about
100. 100
what
being
he
the best
thinks?
in the world that has ever lived.
So, Kenny, they're going to bet on what you...
Got it.
What
you think
what
Phil
you think.
thinks. No,
Yeah.
not what he thinks.
I wrote it.
I think.
What Dur thinks, Phil Hellmuth thinks of you.
Right. You and him compete. What he thinks, I am on a 1 to 100.
Of you.
This is going to hurt.
Overall poker
Of
ability.
Phil or of Kenny?
3,000 more.
Of Phil. What
me.
Hellmuth thinks of Locke, 0 to 100.
Wow, I can't wait to hear
100
what he
being like
thinks,
2 under
thinks.
Phil
This is
Ivey
great.
combined.
It's like I have power over Phil Hellmuth for the first time in my life, because now I see what somebody sees he sees, which is the
No,
closest
you
can
don't
get.
see what he sees.
We're going to see what he sees.
Right.
That's all we can get, but we're going to get a clearer idea of what he thinks he sees, which is what I want.
What Dwan sees right now is a $7,000 bet from Kenny Tran.
I can't believe I was screaming in that huge hand. I feel like a donk.
Dwan sees the 7,000 and makes it 12-3 more with queen high.
Raise 12,300.
Let's see what Kenny Tran sees now. Kenny's cards see the muck, and Dwan sees the pot.
Okay, Dur. Oh, we gotta wait for Kenny to get it.
Okay.
So Dur's picking it, and then you guys are competing. How much you betting for?
I have 500.
500 you got.
500.
500. Okay. So Dur, tell us when you get the answer.
I got it set already.
Okay, he's got it set. So now go.
Overall poker ability, 0 to 100. What he thinks of him.
Can I change it actually?
Yeah, because we haven't started.
Is it
All
just
right.
a no limit hold?
Changed.
No, just overall poker, right? I mean, it doesn't matter what it is.
We'll see what happens when we return to NBC's Poker After Dark. Welcome back to Las Vegas for more of Poker After Dark.
So what does it matter? You know what I'm saying?
Changed.
I think. Or how does it?
Changed.
You have to.
I'm
You
just
have to
not gonna
clarify
answer. Changed.
Now you have an answer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Kenny, I'll take over 2. Bye. What if you just said bye?
I said higher.
Raise 6,200.
I said over 10.
Over 10. I'll take over 27.
So how much do you have roughly?
Tom Dwan's happy to gamble with 6-3 offsuit against Phil Locke's Queen 4 suited.
So,
He flops a pair of threes.
Over 70.
Phil bets just shy of the pot, 12,800. Dwan quickly calling with just threes. Board pairs on the turn.
26,200.
Dwan checks to lock, who quickly bets 26,200.
I don't think that 20,000.
Dwan doesn't appear convinced that Locke has a hand here. But 26,000 still a lot of money to call with just kings and threes. Phil Locke can't be happy to see Dwan calling. And there's a great card for Tom. He makes threes full of kings.
My hand might just be good. Wow. I'd say about 5% of the time it's good. So in that case, with 5% showdown value, I check.
Checked?
I got a king.
3. That's so sick.
You're a sick man there. That was sexy.
Only if I was ahead. If not, it was terrible.
Doesn't matter.
All in on the river. Maybe.
All I know is it was sexy.
Maybe all in on the river.
God, that was sexy.
Oh, that hurt. Like, you can't have a
It's gotta hurt a little.
I was like, he can't have a king. I just kept thinking he doesn't have a king, so let's just do it.
Wow. Does that mean I was ahead?
I thought you would fold if you didn't have a king. And I didn't put you on a king. But I didn't go to the next level.
Dwan quiets Phil down a touch while adding to his stack.
Maybe we should have started this bet after that play.
Yeah. It's going to be a long load.
It might have affected.
Phil, why don't you play some why don't you play some poker?
After
that
that
number
hand-
went down. But you can't adjust it in the middle of the thing.
Obviously.
After that hand, I think a lot of things change. He make that call on the turn.
I'm fired.
Oh my God.
It's there.
I can't be bluffing the genius.
Where were you at?
I forget where we were at. I said over 70, right?
70?
Yeah, over 70.
Helmuth limps in on the button with 2 queens.
Did you see he just called?
Yeah, I know.
He flops an open ender with an overpair.
He won't change it.
Safai's outflopped him with 10s and 9s.
I will bite for this.
You'll buy?
74 over.
Oh, wow, he's setting an anchor.
Helmuth catches up on the turn, and Safai looks pretty disgusted.
I mean, you are a donkey.
We in that area, buddy. Come close.
I mean, you're not going to go again, I don't think. 74.
But he'll check call the 3,000, hoping to make a full house on the end.
I'm glad he doesn't get to change the number. Because there's a chance.
I'll take 75.
Oh my God. And over?
75 and over.
That's so brutal. I said 74, it says 75. Is that legal?
10,000.
Somehow I always have my number in my mind that you would say 80, but then you make that call, and especially you know, Mr. Helmut, he now give people a lot of credit.
Bob check folds the 2 pair. Another pot over to Helmuth.
I think so.
Phil, he don't.
Flop 2 pair there.
Gets the turn. Unbelievable.
That's the last hand of the week. Right now, the players are redrawing seats for when this cash game will continue. For Ali Najad, I'm Leanne Tweeden. Good night from Las Vegas.
If you was in here, I'm going to be over here.
know what, here, just keep them where they were, and then I'll know what I'm doing.
Tomorrow on Poker After Dark.
I love him. I don't know if he loves me, but I do love him.
You know, it was great that we met a long time ago, and we've had a lot of interesting adventures, and adventures are fun. And
he lets me be on his TV
very
show.
hard playing poker against him because he's so strong and he knows all.
Okay, what was the question?
All right, shut up. Poker After Dark accommodations provided by the Golden Nugget Hotel and Casino, Las Vegas.